good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate you popping in. Livingston, man, do the damn thing.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston, man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all gonna die! We all gonna die! We all gonna die! It's a We All Gonna Die Wednesday!
Boom, just like that. We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Teresa Buchanan, Kane Corso, Gypsy, Rob B, KP Heathen, Blackbird, Vision Preparedness, good to see you. Teresa Buchanan, Michelle PW, Jason M. Schmidt in the house, Grit and Grace, good to see you. K. Paul, Dan H, 5x5, appreciate it, brother. Eric, N1RV, PA City Prepping, Kenny Hilly Cross, what's good, my brother? Kenny, a little bird told me today is Rural 2IC's birthday. Happy birthday, Rural 2IC. Here's cheers to 21, my friend. Cheers to your 21st birthday. Happy birthday, Rural 2IC. Thank you for stopping in on your birthday. On your birthday, of all days, you come here to hang out with us on your birthday. And 9 p.m. tonight. Probably a workshop Wednesday. I don't know if he's doing cake and everything, but probably a workshop Wednesdays. Because if I know Rural 2IC like I think I do, the show must go on, he would say. Outlaw Jackson.
Rock and roll.
Good to see you. I agree.
Happy birthday drink to the man.
I agree. Oh,
Toast.
sorry. Yeah, cheers, Rural 2IC. Got it. Apocalyptic Awakening. What's good, my brother? As you can see tonight, everything is black and white. It's either my side or your side, Livingston, man. The polarization continues, right? It continues.
We should put a line of tape down the middle of the floor like you can't.
Just divide the studio right in half.
I get the
We
door.
have to move the live sign.
I get the door,
over.
but you get the window.
We got to move the live sign over, but okay. So I just need a ladder.
I guess.
All right.
Defenestrate you.
Yeah, I we learned a couple weeks ago. Defenestration is literally the art of throwing someone out a window. Right, so that's you can add that one to your verbal Rolodex now.
Did my vocabulary.
It hurt me. Sandy M made soup with pinto beans. Fantastic. Kenny says, "Which one of you want to be the black one?" No, we're both in gray.
We both grew up in Hud City, bro.
Yeah,
We're practically black.
I know. Gnostic Nomad, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, everything is black and white. Either you're for it or you're against it anymore. There's
You're
no more
forced to pick a side. There's no like
the polarization. Livingston, man.
a person trying to find a middle ground anywhere is like labeled a spineless centrist who should just pick a side.
For real.
It's like trying to be in the independent party. Everybody just points. It's your fault that like the guy won or lost every time. even though you're like, I didn't vote for either of them freaking douchebags, bro.
Outlaw says, I'll tell you who's wrong and who's right. Not biased. It's Mike, but thanks. I know I'm wrong and right at the same time. It happens from time to time, right? Sometimes, especially folks in the preparedness realm, right? They're often some of the first people who can look at you and kind of wink, and you know they want to say, I told you so, but they don't, right?
I look at people like this, I'd be like,
Rum Runner says is that the first one, Rum Runner, of the evening, the first pop-up ad? If you guys could keep track of those and just chime out when you see them, because I think that's some new scheme that YouTube is running that they're not paying anybody for.
well, yeah, I mean, it's
Well, they got pop-up ads that come up over your live chat as you're like talking to people in there. It just throws an ad up over the chat. They're like, everybody skips them in 2 seconds, so let's.
they try to clickbait you into clicking on it.
STP says 2 so far. Cool. STP, thank you very much, sister. I appreciate it. Man, listen, the government's still shut down, Livingston, man. Is that still a thing that's going on right now?
We're pressing for the record. You know, it's got to be unprecedented, bro.
Wow.
Living in these unprecedented times. Everything's, we're going to set the record here, I'm pretty sure. But you know what people are biggest mad about is
government.
and they tearing off the side of the house there to
Politics.
put up the ballroom or whatever. But like, presidents have done this repeatedly throughout history. They've remodeled the places they kind of felt it should be. And of all the things that, like, as an American, like, you should be mad or upset about, the least of which should be, although I guess you can put it on your list, but, they built, what you should be mad about is not that they're particularly building a new wing on the White House. It's that, like, that part of government apparently didn't shut down. Apparently those people's bills are still getting paid. Apparently, like, everything is fine. We having steak dinners up in the White House. And while here, well, we ain't living quite that life, but being told, like, hang in there, brother. Oh, man, I have been tired.
Yeah. You ain't wrong, Livingston, man. A lot of people are strapped, struggling. Industries are changing. We had a talk probably a couple months ago now about the future and AI and the takeover that was happening, and then we had a discussion about the water wars that I felt were coming from the consumption of the AI and everything.
That'll be a thing. Not quite yet, because they ain't gonna let you on.
No, but
that.
it's happening.
Oh,
it's
sure
happening.
is.
It's ongoing. So these things are
Industrial farming has already drastically
changed the
reduced,
landscape of America. 100%.
drastically reduced our main aquifers and our groundwater
It's happening.
surplus, essentially.
It's happening. Our safety, our well-being is being put on the back burner for corporate profits. 100%. They really don't care what damage it does long term. They're like, oh, we did environmental impact studies. No, you paid some guy to write a piece of shit that said this, and in all reality, you're going to suck the aquifer dry in the next 2 years. But you're going to build your $40 billion plant here, and then I guess they'll just truck the cooling water in. I don't know. Maybe they'll make new reservoirs, flood more towns so we can feed the AI machine.
It's been done. And for electricity, never mind the thirst of AI for not only electricity, but water to cool it. I wanted to address something real quick. Southern Tier Prepper, that stuff is privately funded. Okay, yes. At least we're told that.
Right.
But the other thing that I could raise a little bit of a, I'm not going to say a red flag, but let's call it an orange flag, is what I don't want to see is the White House.
There's no color here, Livingston, man. This is black and white.
I would prefer that, like, the White House, the Capitol building, like, these things don't become some NASCAR that has all their sponsors, like, names and stickers tattooed onto them.
You ain't wrong. Kane Corso says they're looking to build an AI farm 40 miles north of me. Procure your water rights as quickly as possible, my friend. That way, at least they would be liable if they suck that aquifer dry.
Donald, if you're going to vote, you need to vote Livingston, man, 2028.
Yeah.
I am your only.
Elections are coming, and it makes me sick to my stomach to even think about them, to think about politics anymore. It irks me. It's turned into the fucking WWE.
What do you want? I am like an actual working class person. I am actually fucking poor. I actually have like a very minuscule, compared to the rest of these people sitting in Congress, very, very minuscule criminal record. I got pulled over for like a loud muffler 30 years ago. Okay. I didn't even do nothing, man. I don't go nowhere. I'm a citizen of this world. Like, I see people, I know people, and I don't know what else you would possibly want a candidate. I am of the people, I am for the people, and I am by the people.
You is the people.
I am the sum of all of you.
Rural 2
Malone
IC.
can be my running mate. I would have Detective Malone as my vice.
Birthday Boy is getting precedent on the comments here this evening, and Rural 2 IC says the White House should be a place to conduct business, not have art galleries, ballrooms, and other useless stuff. While I agree, I think
it reeks of opulence in a time when the people
are struggling.
Don't have that.
Yeah, no, you're not. It's is it a let them eat cake moment, Livingston man? Like I
think it's more like, I don't even know how much a cake costs. How much does a cake even cost? We make the best cakes, don't we? We always. Melania ordered a cake on Amazon once, and it was beautiful.
Pappy Two Bears says he saw a news story today that armed gangs are going into supermarkets and stealing baskets of food. Well, I'll tell you what. I suppose we've hit about that time in the broadcast where it's time for a without rule of law meter adjustment, Livingston man. I think our urban areas are approaching 40% without rule of law in the urban centers. I think it's spreading like wildfire. I think people are extremely strapped because we all know urban centers are typically very expensive. Everything there is really expensive to live in urban centers. So our urban areas are about 40% without rule of law right now. And we're fastly approaching the point of no return in a lot of these places. The National Guard, I think, is a temporary security to a more permanent problem that exists there. I think a lot of people are just laying low, waiting for it to blow over, and then it'll be back to business as usual after they leave. I think our suburban areas are approaching 22% without rule of law. A lot of people in the suburban areas are getting strapped now. We know that more than 60% of the population is paycheck to paycheck. These people get sick. They have medical emergencies. They need to go to the dentist. They have to take days off. And then payments stop happening. And then the debt trap sprung on you.
Nope. Moochers, okay? Have they tried pulling themselves up by their bootstraps? Have they tried just simply how about, I got an idea for you. How about if you just think about it real hard, your fucking teeth won't hurt and start falling out of your head anymore. Have you thought about that? Have you tried working harder? How many jobs do you have? Fucking amateur. Only 3 full-time jobs? Please. Listen to this sob story over here. Can't pay his rent and pay the bills and feed 3 kids with 5 jobs. Obviously, that's the poor person's fault trying to play a rigged game against cheaters.
It's true. It's true. Life
Probably
itself.
Biden supporters, I figure. Blue-haired transgender leftists, I figure. Living off the system, catching checks from George fucking Soros in the mail, sit home on my tax dollars. My tax dollars go to George Soros, who then fucking disseminates it to the Antifa movement, which I don't know if you guys knew this, but is a fucking literal, like, registered on the stock market corporation. Like, you can sign up to join. You go to Antifa.com. You can sign up for that shit. And then George Soros will pay you with Kathy Hochul bucks that actually came from my wallet because Chinese soybean farmers bought the field behind my house. Prove me wrong, liberals.
That was some bullshit right there.
Rebuttal.
think we know why the Livingston man was fired from his motivational speaking gig. That's one for Yardbirds right there. That was a good one. That was a good one. Man, the crunch is on. The financial crunch is on. It's squeezing everybody, right? We're a missed week of work away from financial ruin. In all honesty, a lot of people are in that kind of boat right now. I think multi-generational housing is going to become a thing here in the next 3 to 5 years. You know, we talked about AI taking over a lot of jobs in the next 3 to 5 years. So I think survival of the fittest, we're going to have to cohabitate. You know what I mean? You're going to have to open your doors to whoever comes in. Vision
preparedness.
Dude, DEI hires get paid next week.
You don't even understand the privilege that comes with being a DEI hire. I can walk in a hospital, full privileges. Bro, excuse me, doctor. I'm going to take over this open heart surgery right now. I know better than you. You know why? Because I'm the Livingston, man. DEI, bro. Look it up. All right. Step on an airplane. I'm like, excuse me, pilot. I'll be taking control of this aircraft. Thank you. They're like, who are you? I'm like, DEI, bro. You thought ATF, you thought a motherfucker showing up showing you FBI was some shit. Wait till I show up showing you DEI. That means get on your knees and do anything I fucking tell you. Okay? That's what that means. I walk in there, I don't need citizenship. I fucking am citizenship. Okay?
He's the epitome of citizenship.
I get all the benefits. I'm robbing motherfucker. Not only, let me tell you something, the way DEI works. DEI, motherfucker. It means that not only do I sit on my ass and collect checks all day, but I simultaneously run around and steal everybody's job.
Same time.
At the same time. It's wild. My life. You wish you worked as hard as me. DEI, bro.
Rural 2IC says, I see flyers for an economic blackout for November 25th through December 2nd. That is very interesting. It's
dialectic conditioning.
So what it sounds like, Livingston man,
is they're suggesting that you should do that. And then you will.
I am suggesting that is very close to something that we often talk about here about being a big solution of our problem, which is secessio plebis, right? So it's essentially the same thing. They're just talking about not spending money at corporations or something, right? That's what I get from economic blackout. That's kind of what comes to mind here. If you could work in cohesion with a leftist movement to bring about something like secessio plebis, and you were a far right individual, right, or a centrist, right? If you had to work with the other side to make something like this happen, could you do it? Could you stomach the other side long enough for gains for all? Is it possible? Is it possible to find some center ground, some color in this black and white world, Livingston man? Is it possible?
Man, yes, because just about anything is possible. But I think plausible. People micromanage their political beliefs and their ideology almost too much. Where
it's almost religious.
Common goals get like forgotten. Schisms occur like so much in these sort of breakaway movements. Where like this must be something akin to what the early church had to deal with. Where like we're trying to form like an identity here, like what do we believe in exactly? And everybody's like, I just want free grilled cheese, and you're like, fucking bro, like
I love grilled cheese.
I love, why not? Why don't we have free grilled cheese? And you're like, bro, what the fuck? They're fucking shooting people in the streets. We don't care about. Nobody has grilled cheese. No one has. Well, we ought to. And it's that simple. People's fucking ability to focus on a common goal is severely been like eroded, I think on purpose. Clearly, you cannot have people uniting at all, because then what the fuck would happen?
Hell no. No.
Now, see what I mean? Grilled cheese fucking for president.
He got you, Mantis. He got you. He starts talking about food and it's over. Now we're all hungry.
So the idea of obviously is to always keep us divided. Always try to like put this
polarize everything. everything.
It's black and white.
Everything.
If you do this, then you must be that. Circular
Correct.
logic.
There's no gray area.
razor,
There's no middle ground. If you support Trump, you're a Nazi, right? If you support the left, you're whatever, transgender blue-haired leftist, right? That's
necrophiliac.
Whatever label you want to slap on them. But there's no middle ground, and people often forget that the Republicans of today are the old school Democrats from the 90s, right? They're the same people. They just kind of switched sides, and the left slid like wildly left for some reason. I don't know.
They amped up an entire generation of college kids on some Marxist bullshit.
Word, Kenny Hillycross. Team DeWalt versus Team Milwaukee. Same shit.
And we all
the
just
commie left. You're right, Gadrell.
You see what I mean?
Moldy. Good to see you, brother.
I have controversial opinions about like political sides. I find both of them to be, if we're going to talk about this in terms of American politics, then we're talking about right versus left, blue versus red, okay? And I feel like they are both essential for the American family. And I mean this with no disrespect toward any side, but here's where I'm going to go with it, right? That you kind of have like there's gender roles these two parties play.
Okay.
That are essential for like the lifeblood and the continuation of the country. As soon as like everyone is one thing or everyone is another thing, like that's not what America is. I know, like, I guess some people fucking wish it was. Personally, I don't want to live in an echo chamber where everybody agrees with me. I hate that. It's annoying. All right. As much as I don't want to be like irritated by people saying outrageous shit, I have to check myself because I say outrageous shit. So I am put in the position to cast the first stone.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
I was going to leave it at that.
Throw that motherfucker. Eric N1RV says it shows that Dems will eventually come to their senses and become the right. Potentially.
Horseshoe theory.
Potentially.
Horseshoe theory. We said this all the way back in the day. As soon as you go like to the extreme of one side, you kind of sort of turn out on the other. I don't know how to describe how much I wish there wasn't sides. I mean, there obviously have to be. But when do we start to agree that it's like we, the people, that our government is supposed to be by and
of
for?
And for, yeah, by of and for. Not people who don't know what things actually cost or what cost of living is actually like and what wages for the average person are actually like. These people, you said it last night on the Horseman podcast, Livingston, man, they're so disconnected from the reality of the average American citizen that they have no fucking clue how hard it is. And these numbers are just numbers to these people. They're just numbers on paper. They have no idea what they really even mean. It's
not them that's actually incurring the effect of their policies. When you have these people saying, you know, I don't know how much a gallon of milk costs, or I don't, because it's, you can, you know, play the turn the other cheek route, and you can say, forgive them, they know not what they do. But
fuck that. Punch them in the face. Get the shit straight. We need, I swear to everybody, if we drew random fucking social security numbers like they took the fucking Powerball numbers and they said, congratulations, number fucking 327436892. You are now the president of the United States. Congratulations. They just went through all the Social Security numbers, and they took all the fucking 180-year-old people off the fucking payrolls, and they took all the 120-year-old people off the payrolls, and they took all the 115-year-old people off the payrolls, who were all deceased, by the way.
Just getting collected on. Yeah.
Well, all the people who were deceased, who were still on the payrolls, got taken off the books. So we have a better understanding of who's actually there, and perhaps you set some age parameters, Livingston Man. Let's say you can't, what is it, 35 you have to be president of the United States? So 35 to 65? I think that's a good age range for a president. I don't think you should be older than 65. I'm not saying that wisdom and health fade that fast after 65, but if statistically, it kind of fucking does. So 65 should probably be like a cutoff for that, 35 to 65, and you could, any of these crucial roles in the government, you have to be between these ages. But there are some healthy 70-year-old people who are extremely wise.
This, I brought this up once, and this topic became, I was not expecting it to be a flashpoint that it was. He's not being ageist now. He's not like saying like "fuck old people."
No, not at all.
But it's that
not
like
at all.
when split second decisions count. There's a reason that in the actual workforce they recommend you retire 65, 67, is because
your health starts fading, mental decline. K. Paul says I think 70. It's not a bad number, K. Paul. 70 is not a bad number.
Without disrespect, it's that this is supposed to be like this is world government machinery at work here. And the United States Congress, for one, I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and speculate that the United States Congress is the oldest governing body in the world, besides maybe like, I don't know, King Charles funky ass.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell you what, some of the royal family members haven't been around as long as these motherfucking Chuck Schumer motherfuckers, bro.
Right,
Holy shit. Like, as long as I've been alive, Chuck Schumer has been in fucking Congress.
And I asked myself, like, who fucking votes for these guys? I mean, you really
It's just familiarity. It's a familiarity thing. And if you say anything bad about somebody with a last name like his, they start throwing titles around it.
In New York, you don't talk shit about no Schumers. No, people are really. Andrew Cuomo somehow is running for mayor of New York and like, I don't know, putting up a fight, and I'm like, y'all don't remember like
he's
Cuomo?
He's
the
not
devil they know.
He's not putting up a fight.
Because this is what's his face? This guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in New York City, so they keep talking about him like I care. He's the mayor of New York City. I don't live in New York City. He has absolutely zero effect on anything that happens in my world. I think it's really important for people to stop being polarized by all of the stuff that's out there, Livingston Man. It's designed to distract you from what's right in front of your face, right?
I think you're wrong. They're about to like suggest a communist, socialist, democratic socialist. He's like AOC, but a dude. Gonna be mayor of New York. And if
that's what New York City wants,
do you know how it's going to affect me here 180 miles away from that? Do you know what the ramifications of that?
What?
Do you know he won't even condemn Israel or Hamas?
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if you knew this, but the mayor of New York City actually wields a whole lot of like foreign influence. Like they often, the mayor of New York City is often called upon to weigh in on matters of international importance. Apparently, because this is a question they ask New York City mayoral candidates is, how do you feel about it? Did you condemn Hamas? Huh? He's like, is Hamas in New York? They're like, aha!
Jason M. Schmidt says, how do we know that AOC isn't a dude? Did you just assume some gender?
I got
OMG.
I'm going to tell you something about AOC. 2 reasons.
OMG.
I seen 2
Can't
reasons.
believe you did that.
2 reasons she ain't a dude.
Wow. I actually just got a message from Mr. Rural 2IC, and it is indeed a flyer for a mass blackout November 25th through December 2nd It says it's the largest economic blackout protest in U.S. history begins November 25th. No work, no spending, no restaurants, no projects, no events, no restaurants. It says no restaurants twice. And it says no backing out. Prepare for the impact. To prevent a spike spending before and after the blackout, we ask that all participants purchase goods needed from community-owned stores and markets leading up to and after the dates. This helps with sustained impact and keeps our money out of the mega businesses' pockets. It's a coordinated national pushback, maximum local impact. We're not asking, we're shutting it down is the title of the thing.
That sounds, pretty fucking, I don't know, communist. Like, I think George Soros is funding that shit. Doesn't it sound like it, folks? I don't like it. I think we should just go to work like good conservatives, don't you?
I think
Sorry, liberal.
So what I
had
think,
to go to work.
What I really think, Livingston Man, is I think you were right. You said something on a podcast ages ago that has stuck with me for the entire time since you uttered the words. It's stuck with me. And every time I think of something and I'm like, man, how, is it even real? And then it hits me that we live in a post-truth era, right? It existed for a second and it's gone now. It's so perverted and twisted and made into something that it never was, that the truth is gone. And for people who are truth seekers, who want to know the whys and the whos, that's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow to say, whatever. It doesn't matter who did it or what, how or why or any of that. Just matters that this is the situation and moving forward. You have to kind of take that mindset anymore, that this is the situation. How do we have to be reactive at this point. The proactive time is almost over, I fear, because we're at that 40% without rule of law in the cities. I think once that hits like 45, 48%, it's going to right down the shitter. And we've gone up 10% in the last 2 months. We're coming into winter here. So I think if things don't escalate a little bit further before winter, we might have a winter break, Livingston Man. And then
you know what they do in
sustained bullshit in the spring, but elections are coming, bro.
In jails and prisons, they turn the heat down in the winter to keep the inmates docile.
Keep them cold, keep them shivering.
They're not worried about insurrection. They're trying to pay their bills and they're trying to keep the lights on. Your bread in circuses, interpreted from the Roman to the American, bread in circuses translates to rations and propaganda.
Bread lines are a great place to meet new people, Livingston, man.
Everybody's happy on a bread line. It's a good time out there.
Yeah, you meet all kinds of new people out there. I mean, you're out there every day, right?
Everybody's super glad that everything has turned out this way.
So
this is what we voted for.
Yeah. Totally. I feel it coming.
Bread lines, I don't know. Here in America, I mean, we got to go unprecedented. We got to do it. Bread lines, I mean, when's the last time? Fucking the
Great Depression.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we got to do it again, bro. Everybody that was there for it's dead. Nobody remembers, and like the millennials and the Gen Zers will be like, okay.
Rob B says, "Please, sir, some more soup, sir.
Please more ramen, sir." They they charge your social credit account.
Please more of the cheap Chinese noodles, sir. Please.
You offended
please.
Mark Zuckerberg on
we
Facebook.
All hungry,
you don't
sir.
get to eat today.
We need that. No nutrition stomach filler, please, sir. Please, sir. Tastes like chicken almost.
A bowl of sawdust with some water
Steak
in it.
lines,
Like
says Texas Asshole.
50 calories.
That's what I'm about. Tomahawk lines. Texas Asshole, I'll tell you what, this man can grill. I've never met the man, but he could grill for me anytime when he's talking about tomahawk lines. I'm all about it. Mm-hmm.
He seems like a sort of a kind of a good old Texas boy, but he's got some grievances with the current administration, as you know, perhaps we all should. You should always have a grievance with the current administration. I don't care who it is. The president and the people in power are not infallible. In fact, they are supposed to be accountable to you. When Joe Biden told that dude, piss off, Jack, I don't work for you, that was like
the epitome of government spitting in your face.
Yeah, that's right up there with any of the most offensive shit that Trump ever did. In fact, because he had the nerve and the audacity to say it directly to a working man's face. And it was like,
yeah,
you do, in fact, work for him. But now we know that he was all, you know, out there and shit.
2 porch lights are on, doors wide open, nobody's home.
Chilling, you know, fine. And
Yardbirds.
I wish him all the best.
STP says, I worship no man except Christ. Amen, STP. Don't put your faith in men, right? You put your faith in God and maybe some of your trust in men, but not your faith. Not your faith.
There are some players on the world stage today that super duper fit like some biblical descriptions.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Sorry. Jason M. Schmidt says, well, we see minor cannibalistic outbreaks when EBT gets shut down next month.
Is it unprecedented?
Of course it is.
Then it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna touch it. He already did. In fact, he now suggested it, so it's your fault when this happens, Jason M. Schmidt. They're gonna trace
when you hear the stories, I'm gonna go. I am
back.
gonna go. Oh no, Jason, you done did it. It's happening now. It's happening.
With your Hegelian dialectic.
Texas Ace Hole says, Hudson Valley Greg sent me over to you. He said you were pretty cool and with it. NY Prepper. Appreciate it, Texas Ace Hole. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Greg's a great dude. Great dude. Good friend of mine.
You know,
they're eating the cats. Tigers. That was a good one. Livingston, man, is there anything that's going to shake us back to some togetherness? Is there any way we can bring color back to this black and white world? How can it be done? Is it even possible? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? There's something. I'm just having a really hard time wrapping my head around it. What folks in the chat?
How do you bring the color back? Like, how do you unpolarize?
How do you stop the polarization, stop the division, stop the constant at each other's throats, the literal killing of the people that don't think like you or act like you, just because they don't think like you or act like you? How can we pump the brakes on this like hard stop and everybody just go, wow, we were so wrong. How did we get so far astray? What was it that drug us down this path to where we are now? Who twisted my mind to think all this shit, you know? Is there anything that's going to do that?
There is. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Is that you have to actually like step outside of your own bubble. You have to.
Okay.
And not you. When I say you, I mean
everybody. Winning streak.
Step outside your own bubble.
Good to see you.
And you can, cringe and sneer at another person's opinion, but hear it, listen to it, because for every freedom of speech like you think you have, so does the other person. And so and when you get stuck in a circle, an echo chamber would be the word for it, where everybody's just parroting the same phrases and doing the same things.
Can I just hop onto that a little bit too, Livingston, man? The algorithms feed these people.
When you step outside of your norms, I like to because it's where I feel like it makes the most sense to me, at least, is to compare things in musical terms. Go listen to a song you never heard before. Go listen to a new quote-unquote band. Maybe you might not like it, or maybe you'd be like, this is awesome and I love this. Or you might, but when all you hear is the same things, always saying the same things. Like, ugh. It just sounds boring to me. Like you're just stuck in like a loop. Break free of it. Maybe maybe change your mind. Maybe accept like I was wrong on this. Maybe be validated like, no, they are definitely wrong on this, but go out and actually interact. Go out and actually like go meet people.
Yeah,
I'm saying shake hands, like, and sticking to your own like that. That's
Listen, man.
it's what is known, but it's also what's called tribalism, and what you become is isolationist, xenophobic, and afraid of new and other ideas. And that is the opposite of progress.
I think the ideas then morph into other things, other people, other stuff like that, and it gets worse because like we
He's
said,
talking some woke transgender shit right now. Calm down, bro.
Skinwalker
saying.
Precious Metal says Pied Piper syndrome. So the algorithms
They will
on social
radicalize you.
the algorithms on social media feed people more of what they think
It thinks you like it.
you want to see, right? If you're scrolling something like Facebook and you have to set your phone down and you stop on an ad and you just put your phone down, you don't close the screen out and you walk away from it, the algorithm thinks that you inspected that ad like thoroughly. You read every detail
It's trying
of
to sell
this
you that
ad.
shit.
So now it thinks that you are interested in this thing. So now the algorithm is going to start to feed you targeted advertisements based on that.
We've Donald is a true comrade, right?
Oh yeah, Donald's all Tupac. Appreciate it, Donald.
He heard the words.
Yeah, felt it so much. He typed it in the chat.
It's true, and I've seen it
real.
on social media. Like I cringe sometimes because I know that y'all smarter, but you get stuck in your loop and you're like, oh yeah, like you essentially like tweet storm, like they accused Trump of doing.
Right.
But it's like, bro, like you go out in like your town. Like, is that what you actually see happening there though? Left, right, black, white, polka dots, yellow, fucking neon green, whatever freaking class human you are. If you are not rich, you are manipulated, lied to, gaslit, and led around by your proverbial virtual nose ring that lives inside that
Indy,
black
thank you
mirror
for that.
that you look at all day.
The Black Mirror.
This thing?
You're not wrong. The Black Mirror. Oh, that's so fucking George Orwell, isn't it? Jason M. Schmidt says echo chambers turn into gas chambers. Think about it. Well said, Jason. That's a great analogy right there. It's when it comes to preparedness, Livingston, man. There's a few basics, and then the building blocks of preparedness, right? And then you kind of build off those. Can you make shelter? Can you start a fire? Can you be resourceful enough to make use of things, right? Can you make a shelter? Can you build a fire? Can you purify water? You will probably survive, right? If you can cover those three topics and you have a little security in there too, you're going to do pretty good. And then you can
I'm going to use a very controversial
build off
topic.
that.
If you have the ability to somewhat defend yourself,
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah. That's the security portion of the whole thing.
Galadriel, exactly. Everything, and this is the point of this live stream.
What do you got?
We only show the extreme of each side. Everything is the loudest headline. Everything
The
is
polarization.
the worst like possible spin on it. And then to retort, the other side has to spin their side. Same event, two completely different stories and interpretations. They foster this on purpose. It is intentional division so that we, the people, do not exercise our constitutionally given right to form a government that is of us, by us, and for us. What they have done over the 250 years or more that the United States has been a country is perpetuated what I have called the manor system.
Through mega corporations.
It's never gone away.
That's what it became.
It's never going away. Used to be you had to grow like, if you grew 10 tomatoes, you gave the manor lord one at the end of the season, and you got to build your house and live there and do your thing, and it was a simpler time. Now you get to sign your life, children's lives, and everyone else's fucking money worth away like you're a battery in the Matrix to a godless, soulless, leaderless corporation who is just raking in digital dollars and, when in doubt, creates them for its own benefit and not yours. Slavery, an indentured servitude, feudalism still exists in the United States.
It's just a little different. It's branded different, right?
Exactly.
Branded different.
But tell me something. I don't know how many people in this chat got a 800 credit score, but soon enough, that's going to be what it requires for you to get a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Pappy to Bears says, not being open to considering with critical discernment other ideas of thinking limits one's ability to grow and thrive as an individual. Pappy to Bears, thank you so much for that. I agree, and that's
how do you think you ever learned anything?
You
didn't know that 2 + 2 was 4. Somebody told you that shit.
Or they taught you that, right? They taught you that.
Or did they just tell you?
CUCV Farmer says, when the government fears the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny.
I want to replace the word fear with respect. Now, I understand that's Big TJ said that shit.
Right.
They was living in tyrannical times.
Are we not living in 1984 actual with the advent of Planeteer and all of the other systems they're rolling out?
Fear implies a threat of violence on either's part.
National Guard on the streets mean anything? Fear of violence?
Or
Order up.
Or insurrection on the part of the people.
Order up.
I will not advocate for either.
No.
What there needs to be is a common respect. And perhaps, and again, where you get that is a government that is first of the people.
Now when you say
the rich elites.
Now, when you say the people, Livingston Man, we have to define who those people are.
I'm tired of nepotism. I'm tired of, I don't want to see the names fucking Kennedy, Roosevelt, Livingston, anyone. If you came here on the Mayflower, you're over, dude. I want to see motherfuckers named like Lopez for president, like at this point, because I'm tired of it. I want to feel represented. I want to feel seen in government. As a poor person who has to be like, fuck, do I pay the electric bill or do I get the tooth out?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Johnny Prep says, wait till they got flock drones. Now, we have discussed here the flock cameras, the AI cameras that they're putting everywhere. They're at like every checkout that you go to now. There's a camera looking at you. And they put them all at different angles to capture different movements and different aspects of you as you travel through the things. So you can't hide from them all, right? The Ring doorbell cameras, right? Your Ring cam on your doorbell. Police go in those without a warrant anytime they want. Ring gives them permission to do whatever they want with whatever they want. So they're in your cameras, looking through your cameras.
It's called Neighborhood, especially if you have an Amazon service. Amazon Neighborhood.
That's all. It's all linked together. It's all linked together with the flock cams, with all that stuff. They that's what these data centers are for.
Same with the smart meters work like that too. That's why 5G sucks.
Ad number 9 says Teresa Buchanan. Okay, so I'll tell you what, guys. You want to bring the end of all this, right? All this big data center stuff. I think the best way to do it is bring the House of Cards in on itself. Give it what it asks for. I want you to go into your camera on your phone. I want you to put your settings in your camera to the highest, the absolute highest amount of megapixels you can get in a photo. I want your videos recorded in the highest resolution possible. One thing I know from doing YouTube over the years is that the more resolution you do, the larger that little itty bitty file is to store. Livingston, man, we've got hard drives on hard drives on hard drives just to store some of the videos that we've made here at Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival over the years.
When we could just be like using YouTube as free storage. Like,
yeah, kind of. Until they delete your shit, and then it's all gone forever, right?
Mika Wolf's family came over on the Mayflower, and that's so cute, but my family was the Livingstons. 160,000 acres, 12 by 20 miles, baby. They called it the Livingston Manor. They named the town after me.
Vanessa Kitty says drone swarms have been tested and developed over the last 2+ decades. Agreed. Those are the future of warfare. Independent Men United says Ring cameras are integrating facial recognition soon too. So when they say soon, that means it's probably already operational.
Greenleaf, it's not a democracy, it's a constitutional republic.
He's careful, he's passing out, Greenleaf.
Say it. Say it.
Man.
Democracy. What are you, a fucking Greek? The Ring cameras are there to be the telescreens from 1984.
Yeah, the one that's watching you back. The yeah.
And we got them 4K, bro.
Yeah.
They can follow you around too. I can be like, hey, hi, how you doing? They can follow me around. And we do it to ourselves. The permanent record your elementary school teachers warned you about.
Oh yeah, that's on my Amazon thing. It starts all the way back in kindergarten for me.
They were trying desperately.
When me and Mike Corey had to stand in the corner, you know?
They were trying desperately and covertly, like somehow, like keep this under the radar. They were trying to tell the youth of America that like they're coming for everything you ever did. Remember your Miranda rights? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I just record it, Livingston, man. That way they can play it back in court.
You can incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
That's why they gave you the Fifth, but that doesn't matter. Nobody cares about the Fifth Amendment. Because if
Nobody
you plead
wants
the
to shut the fuck up.
Because if you plead the Fifth, you might as well just plead guilty. And that's what they've done with the Fifth Amendment. Do you see the erosion of your constitutional rights? The Fifth Amendment was supposed to be that a defendant cannot be coerced into incriminating themselves.
That's true.
But
and
instead,
your
they just flipped it.
Spouse also does not have to incriminate you as well.
Which is the only reason that Bill Clinton and Hillary remain married to this day.
Spousal privilege. Vanessa Kitty says your smart speakers. Oh, sorry, I'd lost it there. I had it lit up for a second. Your smart speakers make a regional network between each other, your neighbors, etc. Correct.
That's what I just said. The fucking Amazon neighborhood. You can opt out of it, but they make it confusing and difficult to do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then did you ever talk to your phone and you're like, hey, Google, and it's like, your microphone's not on. It's like, yeah, how'd you know that, though? It's always listening. National security.
It is.
Hey, because you know why? Because 9/11.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
I'm a Patriot Act, bro.
The Patriot Act, which
it sounds real patriotic, right?
If government shut down or not, I guarantee you every single one of those motherfuckers will show up and reenact that sumbitch every time it comes up. Call your congressman.
Vanessa Kitty says, I won a court case this summer. A good thing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Glad to hear that, Vanessa Kitty.
Was it federal? I mean,
well, I hope all in the best interest. I'm sure it was for the right reasons. You know what I mean?
I'm just still
doing the righteous things.
Homegirl won the case. Like, that's
big.
What's up.
That's big. It's big.
King
Corso says, wife about shot me when I said, Alexa, self-destruct, and she started counting down from 10.
You can tell it to launch photon torpedoes as well.
Your smart electric meter connected to 25 others. King Corso, it's so the meter reader can just drive through town now, and the car just picks up everything. Teresa says, pop-up ad number 10. Damn. I wonder how much they pay us for those. I bet you it's a grand total of $0. Livingston, man.
And they turn off.
And then they'd be
comments.
like, well, you guys did make a lot of money on your live stream because every time we say you should insert an ad, you just
don't. So we
don't
do it
do it.
anyway.
So we just do the pop-ups on there.
So now you owe us money for doing fucking SOE or whatever they call
Yeah.
that, with search engine optimization.
Gadrell says, I've gotten 0 pop-ups. Interesting. Billy says no ads.
I noticed that y'all is members.
Oh, yeah.
Do members not get ads?
That's interesting. Vanessa Kitty says, a state case. That's awesome. Thank you, Vanessa Kitty. No commercial here, just ads over the chat. Yeah.
King Corso received a package from.
Correct. Yes. I have the package right here. Thank you, King
I'm not
Corso.
sure how long you've been here.
I appreciate all this.
But-
King Corso's been around a long time.
Well, no, I mean like physically in the chat tonight.
Oh,
But-
For a while. Most of the show. Yeah.
We were sent a package. This is an ounce of 999 copper.
Ah, yeah, copper rounds. They're beautiful. Come on, out of the package. Just gorgeous. The horsemen, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Very cool copper rounds from King Corso. Thank you so much, my friend. These are fantastic. I will keep it and carry it with me on our 4 horsemen adventures through the apocalypse, through the wasteland. I shall carry the coin. It grants me entry to King Corso land, you know. That's what they tell me.
I think that I this might grant me access to the mythical land of Ohio. This is like walking. It's some
at
line,
least safe passage through Livingston.
the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe shit.
Yeah,
You got to put
yeah.
this thing in the machine. You can go to Ohio.
Thank you so much, King Corso. Really appreciate it. It's a fantastic gift. I really appreciate the handwritten note. Nice touch. Thank you very much.
As well as
Appreciate
the
everything.
chunks
Thank you.
of fossilized mud.
Oh man, the what was it? It was pipestone.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool, man. Very cool. Johnny Prep says it grants ye safe passage across the Ohio River. Yarg.
Place them over my eyes, and then Johnny. Dude, oh my goodness, who's gonna be? Is it Ghost Lincoln?
Vision says it's safe passage to the Continental. Yeah, Ghost Lincoln's waiting for you at the
Row me
Ohio River.
across the river. Yeah.
With his lantern.
Fuck it. All right, I'm going.
Yes.
Hell yeah, now
Ghost.
it's good,
He's
man.
just got the stick and he just pushes the boat. You know, there's no paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 2 feet deep, and every time you look in, there's people looking back up at you.
I see. I figure he just walks on the water and like pulls the boat.
K. Paul says, what does everyone think about heating oil prices? $2.78 on 150 gallons here in Connecticut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Man. Yeah.
They're hitting us harder here in New York. They're trying to make fucking wood stoves illegal, dude. You imagine me?
Ghost. Windsor Locks CT. Not too far. Once you get to the Ohio side, you meet Mad Shad from the Erie coast. It's true. That's who greets you on the other side. Mad Shad. Ghost Lincoln
I feel like I'm walking
rows
through
you
like this, like
across.
that
and-
underworld journey, like the Mayan kings had to go on. Like I'm gonna get put in a pyramid and shit. There's like Osiris and
Yeah,
them
they're
out
there.
here,
They're all
like
there waiting for you. They're all there waiting for you.
Anubis and what have you. like,
Vision,
yeah.
thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
They kill me with heating oil every winter too. I spend probably $1,800 to heat my house for the winter with heating oil.
Gen X says $335 here in Maryland. Ouch, man.
Yeah,
Ouch.
it goes higher. I bet you I'm gonna see prices like $3.99 or more a gallon.
Wow. MS Coast Cajun Prepper says propane just jumped down here from $1.99 to $3.19. Son of a bitch. Wow.
Propane here is probably, I want to say propane's $3.39.
Nothing is cheap. There is
They
no
don't like
end in
fossil
sight.
fuels here in New York. They penalize you.
Yeah, so what they penalize
But
you
they
for
don't
having
give you a
fossil
subsidy
fuels,
to
right?
fucking change over. I'm like, give me a mini split. They're like, fuck you. I'm like, well, fuck you too then. They don't want to play ball. I'm like, give me solar panels and a mini splits and all this shit. And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, then what? They're like, well, you're just going to have to pay more at the pump, Livingston, man. I'm like, I'm going to pay more at your fucking mother's pump is what I'm going to do. Actually, she is. I'm charging her ass for this one.
We switched over to mini splits a couple of years ago. They've been doing okay. I got to say that there's no heat like the BTUs you get from oil-fired or propane or natural gas. Those BTUs are serious. It's equivalent to like wood stove, right? Wood stove's going to give you a ton of BTUs, but it doesn't, you need some electricity to move that air around. Or the thermal fans that you can sit on top of your wood stove. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but they're fantastic. They're a little pricey, but they literally just run on thermal. It's not a big thing, but it does help move the air around the wood stoves. Off grid wise, if the power went out, I do have 2 wood stoves in the house, so I'm not too concerned about that. I have enough firewood to get me till I can get more firewood. I'm not stockpiling it so much anymore because it's not a full-time heat source for me because the grid's up. I've got plenty of trees I can take. I've got the manpower, the saws, the everything.
I can't apply for HEAP. I make too much money.
Yeah.
Just that simple. Not only that, but I got this, whether, I don't know if it's hubris or arrogance or just stubborn
I don't want
defiance.
your help.
No, yeah. And do me a favor, although I know you're not gonna, is apply whatever you were gonna give me to someone else. Like I'm good. Like I'll pay my fucking bills, like for better or worse. But there are people who cannot put that
fixed income folks, man. Fixed income folks.
Are there people
they
who
got it the worst? Folks on SSI, folks on disability.
Are the people who sham the system? Yeah, figure it out. It's not my job.
No, not necessarily the people who sham the. Oh, you mean to the people who sham the system?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
If there's people who sham the system, like I don't know, like we talking about prepping and survival, and I suppose that if you felt that was what you had to do, like then that was what you had to do.
Live your life, bro.
But what I just would love for you to do is accept that perhaps like what you took, you might have taken something off of somebody else's plate, and so you got more and they got none.
Yeah.
Where you both could have had some.
Yeah, I mean the system. So listen, if EBT goes down and these folks don't get money on the first of the month, right? If they go and what you're going to see is a total meltdown of every grocery store that this happens at. Okay, these people are going to lose they're not going to know that this thing isn't working until they get to the register with like 2 fucking carts full of groceries, right? Because when most folks who are on EBT or SNAP benefits, they stretch what they have to last as long as they can. They are at the end of their food, right? They are counting on this to feed the kids.
Here it comes.
And when that card gets swiped, and it doesn't work, people are going to lose their shit.
Maybe have we tried not having 10 kids and not being able to pay for them? Why am I as a taxpayer paying this burden for people? What is this? That I should have to work and slave while some single mother buys name brand Cheetos for her 5 kids on my dime?
Big chap, good to see you, brother.
Brother, sister, and everybody in between, what I just said was meant to be satire. What you should, they say, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the player and the game. Hate all of it. It's all wrong. None of it's right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. The more wrong you do, then the longer it's tolerated. What you allow is what will continue, right? You gotta put your foot down. You gotta make a stand. You gotta say, no, this isn't right.
Thank you. Yes. And can I leave us with this? Is exactly that. every time we see our system, our rights, our laws, our rules being eroded is because of these workarounds, these hacks, these loopholes, now apply that mindset. All right, let's call it the rules of our society, right? And then people do things like they cheat on their benefits and they cheat on their taxes and they find the ways around the thing. It's not this. I did it this way. But don't hate the player, hate the game. And then what if you applied that same logic to, let's say, like the Bible, and you constantly found loopholes and ways around and like tunnels through what the Lord said. That's what the world is doing. And you can resist it by simply not doing that. Now it's a tall order. How about everybody just start being a good person right now? That'd be really cool. But I don't know. Maybe it needs to be said. Maybe just nobody ever heard it put that way before. I don't fucking know. I really hope I'm not the prophet of change here, because that would be ridiculous. I would feel ashamed for the human race if they were like, actually, it was what the Livingston man said that brought me around. I'd be like, really? But if you simply don't participate and take the easy way, it's so easy to just cheat. It's so easy to just go around it. It's so easy to just know, because of all the things they ever told you about life and the truth and every other thing, convenience and easy and all this was never one of it. Truth sucks, bro. Life is hard, bro. Blah, blah, blah.
It's true.
It is what it is.
It is.
What life would you even have if it weren't a struggle where you had to climb some hills and get over some obstacles? Imagine being pampered your entire life, completely oblivious to struggle whatsoever.
Sounds like some government bullshit to me.
To be a member of Congress. Saw me coming on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I really appreciate all
Teresa,
of you
I'm
coming
about to give
out
you
tonight.
a refund for just dealing with 12 ads.
Yeah, for real.
Eric, send Teresa some money, please.
Foxy Joe says 59 on disability, can't live on what they send him. I totally get it, man. The fixed income people are the most shafted by the government, next to people who are completely and totally dependent on the government, i.e. the military. Those guys get shafted pretty bad too. So appreciate y'all, man. Keep your heads up. Keep doing the things. Do what you can, the best you can with what you got where you're at, right? Make the most of it. Be a resourceful motherfucker. Be a resourceful motherfucker. Make things happen. Make things happen. You can't count on them happening for you. You got to get out there and make that shit happen. You got to ring the bells, do the things, shout to the hills that my time has come. Let's do the damn thing, right? Get it done. Get it done, man. Don't wait. Don't prolong. Don't procrastinate no more. Time is short.
You made it.
Things are falling apart.
You made it this long. Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep going. And don't forget the number one rule of survival: don't fucking die. Right? Despite the Wednesday theme.
Or else you're going to become a premium blend.
Yeah.
Me and Vision already got things in motion. Okay.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. This is Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, and you have been watching We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Thank you for being here and spending your most valuable resource with us, your time. We appreciate y'all. Hudson Valley
Money
Prepping.
button's right up there. You can hit that shit.
Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Thank you.
To be honest, I put all your time in an envelope and I sent it to the electric company and they were like, there's nothing in this envelope. I was like, fuck. Computers cost electricity, okay? Should I hit him with the bean footage?
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston Man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
all go down.